You don't have to draw this on here. I'm just doing it to kind of give you a visual. Okay, so can y'all kind of see that on there? Yeah. How I did a spiral? All right, so then I'm going to just cut and follow that path. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you would like for it to be perfect, you're more than welcome to make it nice and neat and pretty. So this is a take-home project, and you are going to need to return it to school for a grade. Okay, if you don't return it in, it'll be another 0. All right. Daniel, will you go grab one of those hot glue guns and plug it in?
Where?
Over on this outlet by my computer screen. One of them does. Alright, so cutting the fabric in this zigzag kind of creates a big long pathway with it.
Where?
Yes.
Where do you want me again?
Right there by my computer, this outlet. You can see it. So if you don't have a hot glue gun at home, you can use fabric glue for that part when we get there. Elmer's glue may work. May not. Hey Samantha, you need me to sign you real fast?
Sign what?
I'm in the middle of a video.
Oh no, I'll wait.
Okay. Alright, so then you take your wire. And what we're going to be doing is you are just going to start where the tape is. Alright, the wire is already taped together, so it's just one piece of wire. I taped it into a circle so that it's already prepped for you. If your tape comes undone or something, you can just get another tape and wrap it back around in this size. Okay, so you glue your fabric here. Of course, we'll try the Elmer's to see if that works. We'll see how it goes. Alright. The best thing to use is the hot glue. Alright, that's what I used in my example on the board. Alright, so we'll just glue that there. And you're going to start wrapping your wire around. Or your fabric around the wire. Okay? You'll get like little bumps in the cloth from where you turn corners. Just work with it and just keep wrapping that fabric around and pulling it through. Okay? Keep it tight while you're rolling it around, and that's going to keep the pieces from fraying off of each other later when you're done. Okay, so this is going to take me a minute to do. So if y'all want to go back to your bookwork while I'm flipping this around, you can do that. Just stay quiet. And I'll try and go as quickly as possible. Yes, you may. As you wrap the cloth around, it's going to reinforce the metal, so it'll be a little bit harder to move it around once that cloth is wrapped around it. Makes it a little bit stronger, gives it some integrity. Not much. It still bends though, so don't try and force it. You'll get a wonky shape. Okay, so you can start to see how I have a lot more string left over and I'm running out of wire. That's perfectly okay. I'm going to double wrap the wire. Again, that's going to give it more integrity, give it a little bit of thickness, which is good. Do not cut off your extra material. You want to use all of it. It's there, use it. Might as well, right? Language. It was that one right there. I heard him. His voice clearly. Julian. What? What do I have? I have crackers. Would you like some crackers? Are they still good? I feel like they've been in the works for a while. I don't have crackers. You have crackers?
No, she doesn't.
They're salty.
I'm hoping to win, but that's not it. Alright. Once everything I
She told me herself.
Is it still good? Okay, so I've officially made it around, so I'm just going to keep wrapping around.
Tavi, we're going to put this up there.
You can put it right there. So, then if you have the hot glue gun, if you have the hot glue gun, you don't have to use a hot glue gun. The Elmer's glue will work. Okay, if you have one, be very careful. Alright, because you can burn your fingers here, and I don't want you to burn your fingers. So it's very hot.
That's their problem.
Okay. And it kind of squeezes through the cloth. Okay. So you can't really see in the video, but it's hot here, and if I held my finger there, I would burn it. Alright. So there we go. Alright. Now you have your little ring. Where's the video? Here. Okay. Fill with all your cloth. Again, these little frayed things, you can burn them off with a lighter with your parents' permission and supervision. Will you unplug this, Daniel? Okay, so, next thing. If you'd like to watch this part live, so you can ask me questions while we're doing it in the video, that would be a good idea. Alright, so you're going to take the string, and you're just going to move it over, what do we say that is, 3 inches roughly? Alright, and you're just going to loop it over and tie a knot. Alright, and make sure it's tight, okay? That string right there needs to be tight, so you can kind of flick it a little bit. Everybody see that? Make sense? Yes? Okay. So you're going to do that again. Over here, about 3 inches. Put it around and tie a little knot. Yeah, just one knot is fine. Alright, everybody seeing how I'm tying that tight on there? Alright, again, 3 inches. Go around. If you try and tie the knot too big, or if you tie it like here, if you tie it loose, it's not going to be good. You need to make sure you get it tight up here, so that your string is tight here. Alright. and then I'm going to end where I began, and I'm just going to wrap that one around and tie it. Same thing, right where we started. It does not have to be in this shape. It depends on you, how many points you want. Okay. So let's see what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points here. All right, in my one on the board. I did a few more points. Okay. So if you want to do smaller sections, it'll look a little bit more intricate, a little bit nicer. All right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8. Yes. What did you ask me? Yes, we are making a dream catcher. Yes. Okay. Shh. All right. So, are we paying attention to this next step?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So, all you're going to do. You're not going to tie any more knots for a minute. Are we talking? It sounds like we're talking and we're not listening and watching. Okay, so I went from this point to this space. Then I'm just going to hit the next space and wrap the string around it, and it will start to form that pattern, okay? So then the next space, swing the string around it. There, over here, next space.
You're putting this on the test, right?
There we go. Yes, I am. All right. There we go. See, this string was kind of loose. This was my looser string, and so you can see it's starting to get kind of wonky over there. All right. And then this one was. Okay. Then you'll see the next little shape on the inside here. And you go in the middle. In the middle.
It's fake. Her fake. Hey, can I make some coffee?
Did a different talk to my counselor because they gave me medicine that was supposed to be
I can do that for you in a minute. All right, so I'm getting towards the middle here, and it doesn't want to pull very much anymore. Okay, we can see that. All right. So that means it is time for our bead. All right, so just string your bead like regular, and pull this tight. Okay, you're gonna want to pull this tight so that it resembles your. Nothing there. Alright, so there's your bead, and then you're just gonna want to tie it off in the center. So you'll just wrap it around any little hole there that you find. Why are y'all still talking? Okay, so just wrap it around one. You can string through your bead again. And then pick another spot and have the straw through the bottom. Okay. It does look nicer if you have about 8 points, so you can see that this one only has 5 points, and it's got a lot more space to it, whereas the other one has a lot more little weavings into it, and that's because it's got smaller spaces and you have 8 points. So I'm going to go ahead and say if you do 8 points, it's a little bit better, and do smaller widths apart. Make sense? Cool? Okay, everybody kind of see how I did the bead, and I just kind of tied it off. Alright, I'm going to flip this over. Alright. And make a little knot in there so that the string doesn't come undone. And pull that tight. And you can cut off this little piece. you go. You got your dream catcher. Okay. So if you have extra string, you want to tie these and create a loop, and that's what you're gonna hang it from. So string it. I hope that when you're watching this video and you're hearing yourself speak, you'll understand how rude you're being. Because I've already asked you to be quiet a few times because we're doing a live video. Alright, so now it will hang up because we put the little string on the edge there. Alright, and you've got your little dream catcher. If you want to add more string, buy more string, go ahead, put some feathers on there. I didn't have enough feathers to prep everybody's with some feathers in their boxes. Alright, so this is what you're doing. That's your homework. That's your assignment. Let's have this turned back into me next Tuesday. Alright, yes, thank you. Alright, cool? Got it?
Yeah.
Alright, you can go back to your book work. Thanks, guys.